We're currently 17 hours into speedrunning RuneScape's Endgame. How fast can you reach the Chambers of Xeric from level 3? Let's find out. Welcome back. We currently have a lot of training to do, so I am just buying myself some essentials real quick for that training. Can't really imagine I'm going to need more than this, to be honest. So this might seem a little crazy, but I would like to attempt to do the Chambers of Xeric with base 60 combat stats, because theoretically it is possible. So let's get ourselves base 60 combats. Don't mind me, I just accidentally forgot to get myself some upgrades. That is 60 attack. Many hours later, we just got 60 strength. Now time for defense. A couple more hours later, we are done training defense. That is 60 defense, and it's time to get our upgraded gear. All right, you gotta admit, I look pretty good. By the way, we are currently 1 day and 13 hours into the account. Now it's time to train ranged. I'm currently doing a few quests to get myself an Abe's accumulator, and I'm doing Priest in Peril at the moment, and I have the perfect opportunity to showcase something a little weird. So I saw from the OSR's wiki that if you have not yet completed a Priest in Peril, and you come to this very specific spot right here in Paterdomus, you log out, and then you log back in, the game apparently thinks that you somehow broke into Mauritania. I guess this is considered a Mauritania tile for some reason, and it teleports you out. And you could just keep doing this non-stop if you wanted to. Shout out to the OSR's wiki team for this one. This is such a cool discovery. And that is a Priest in Peril completed. Just to show you now that Priest in Peril is completed, if you try to do it again, it's just not going to work because you are now considered to be eligible to enter Mauritania. So the game's not going to have that failsafe that kicks you out. That is the Restless Ghost. That's Ernest the Dickon. And that's Animal Magnetism. All right, that should be everything we need to train our range level to 64. I'm honestly getting pretty good range experience per hour here, and of course I could be getting more if I had more GP, but that would take a lot more time to actually earn the GP, so this is definitely one of the best options for me. There we go, 64 ranged. That's all the combats trained on this account, and at this point we still need to make ourselves a bit more GP before we take on this raid. I sold my Fury for crystal keys so I could just open this and make a bit more GP, and we are done with another trip of it. Now we have 3.3 mil. Can't believe that spinach rolls are actually worth more than raw swordfish. These things heal 2. There's basically no utility to them. Like, look at this, 262 GP versus 164 GP. Like, what is the point? Why are these actually worth something? If somebody knows why they're actually worth something, please let me know down below. I'd be very interested as to hear why. All right, now we have 4.9 mil, but you know what? I have this region bracelet still, and I'm not going to actually need it since it's not that much better than a combat bracelet. So now I have 7.1 mil, and I'm going to be buying myself bag plants 1 like I did before, but this time I'm actually buying them so I can use them myself. Plus, any leftover I could just sell for a little bit of extra profit. I'm going to use these bag plants in my house so I can get myself 15 farming. I actually need to get myself 39 farming overall so I can actually do Chambers of Xeric. I'm going to walk away from my computer now, and I hope that my parallel universe twin doesn't interrupt this sentence. Some of you might have noticed that my shirt and pants don't match, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about the fact that I haven't cooked for myself in 2 weeks, and I'm hoping to make that 3. This is actually thanks to today's sponsor, Factor. Factor is a convenient meal delivery service that delivers delicious ready-made meals straight to your doorstep. Factor meals not only come pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes or less, but they also come with a list of ingredients and nutrition facts so you know exactly what you're getting. Just look at all of the delicious meals that you can get right now with Factor. Let's say you have specific meal preference options like you're keto, you want calorie smart, you're vegan, or you're vegetarian. Well, Factor makes delicious meals for all of those categories, so there's always going to be something delicious for everyone to try. I am a huge fan of their service because they really do make amazing meals. So why not give it a try? You can get 50% off your first box and free wellness shots for life using my link. That means you can choose 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you're an active subscriber. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. And that is 15 farming. We are so back. I haven't done a farming run on this game in so long. I've actually neglected it on my main and I'm pretty close to 99, but regardless, this is the best way to get myself 39 farming, and it's going to cost us basically no in-game time. In addition to getting myself 39 farming, I also need to get myself 65 herblore, so that is Druidic Ritual complete. 65 herblore should not really cost me all that much money. I think it's only going to cost me like a couple mil in the end. There's 38 herblore, so I'm going to be doing only prayer potions until 65 at this point, but I'm going to be doing it with something called the Amulet of Chemistry to save myself some money. Basically, what the Amulet of Chemistry does is it gives me a 5% chance at creating a 4-dose potion as opposed to a 3-dose potion. A 4-dose prayer potion costs about 2k more than a 3-dose prayer potion, so that basically gives me a free 2k every time I hit it. We managed to get ourselves 50 herb lore off of that, which I don't have enough GP to get myself straight to 65, so I'm just going to have to keep selling these potions over and over and then rebuying the supplies, but I should have enough GP overall to reach 65 herb lore. I just realized that I should be doing this with super attack potions as opposed to prayer potions because I actually lose a decent bit less GP by doing it this way. I'm still doing my farm runs, by the way, like a good boy. What is this guy doing? Falla Daddy with this gear, 114. All right, you're chilling. That is 57 herb lore. I'm going to move on to doing this with super strength. And we are done. 65 herb lore. Now all we have left is 39 farming. And we are done. 39 farming. You know, I may as well plant another one just for the hell of it. Well, unfortunately, it's looking like I need to get myself a little more GP before trying the raid out. Well, yes, I did just do crystal keys again. Why do you ask? So I think it's technically possible to do Chambers of Xeric with these stats, but I'm not sure how it's going to go, so we're just going to send it and see what happens. So this is going to be the gear that I'm setting it with. I have my dragon crossbow, I have my full obsidian, I have a berserker necklace, and I also have 7 staminas, but we'll get to why we need that later. I'm going to show you what a low-level account like me has to do to beat a raid. 1, there needs to be a farming room basically at the beginning of the raid. 2, there needs to be a scavenger room. And 3, there needs to be a boss that drops seeds for me to be able to plant farming supplies. So that was the farming room, and this is the scavenger room, which I'll show you why that's important in a little bit. But thankfully, most raid layouts are basically like that, where they always have these 2 things in the beginning. The third and final thing that I need is to have a room at the beginning of the raid like this. This is a combat room, but more specifically, it's a room that drops seeds for me. This room is really nice too because you just don't need to take any damage whatsoever. As you can see, I'm just not taking a single point of damage from him. Really nice and simple room. It's really nice to have this right at the beginning of a raid. So as you can see, it drops seeds. I need Buchu seeds. These are the only seeds I really need. I mean, I guess I'll grab everything, but I'm only going to need Buchu. The reason why it's important to have a scavenger room right at the beginning is because these things drop herb lore secondaries. So this basically completes all of the supplies that I'm going to need for the raid. The reason why I need all 3 right at the beginning is because I do not have enough supplies to fully complete this raid. And the only way I can complete it is if I can continuously go back and keep making supplies. The 5 brews that I bring in from outside of the raid are not going to cut it. I basically only just have those to complete the first boss for whatever it might be. I just happen to get lucky this time and get guardians, which just do not do any damage to me. This is another boss room that I'm able to do because you can weirdly safe spot these skeleton mystics. The mechanic to safe spot them is kind of weird, to be honest, but it's pretty effective. You basically just have to stand next to them and get them to melee you, and then you kind of trap them on a corner. And now he is corner trapped, and I have to keep Prey Mage up, otherwise he will switch to magic. But basically the skeletal mystic will almost never attack me at this point because it's constantly trying to melee me, and every now and then it will hit me with a magic attack, but that's very few and far between. It's pretty much another free room for me. This particular puzzle room is good for these raids because you don't actually have to do any combat aside from just hitting the crab to make sure you light up the crystal correctly, but it's a free room for me. This is the thieving room that doesn't involve any combat whatsoever, so again, just another free buy for me. You're probably recognizing a trend here where I can basically just cheese these rooms for free. This is yet another safe spottable room. You just get these lizardmen shaman caught behind this little obstacle, and you just kill it without any retaliation. This is going to be the only actual room which could have been a challenge if it was at the beginning of the raid, the Mutadial room. Now, I need this room in these raids, absolutely. But this room you'll tank a lot of damage in because you have to sit here and destroy this tree, which the Mutadial would heal off of if I didn't destroy it, making this room way, way longer than it has to be. Once the tree is finally dead, you can actually go and attack and start this room. Now, the reason why I have to have this room in here is because these guys will drop overloads. Overload pluses, that is. And without a shadow of a doubt, I am going to need overload pluses for Olm. So this should be the baby down, and now I have to take out the big daddy. This is basically the only raid layout that I can do though. Like most other things in this raid, I don't have the ability to complete, but I actually can do all of these different boss rooms. Now, before we actually try and complete this raid, there's a few different mechanics that I want to show you. Just so you can get a decent understanding of the basics here, the right hand can only be attacked with magic, and the left hand can only be attacked with melee. To take down the magic hand, you do a method called 3 to 0, which basically means 3 magic attacks to 0 attacks from Olm. Olm is only able to attack you if you're in his line of sight. So if you're never in Olm's line of sight, he'll constantly be trying to change his head to make you in his line of sight, thus never being able to actually attack you. The second method that I'm going to utilize here is called 4 to 1, which basically means that I get 4 melee hits and Olm hits me once. This is the most important method out of all of them. It's called 4 to 0, and basically it means that you attack Olm 4 times per cycle, and he never attacks you at all in a cycle. In order for me to successfully complete a run, I 100% have to get this mechanic down. Otherwise, I will not have enough supplies to actually complete Olm. All right, we are ready to do it, man. We are ready to try. I've been practicing 4 to 0 for the past couple of days, and let's see how this goes. So, I'm getting 4 to 0 down, but the issue is I'm not hitting at all. This isn't great. There we go. Another hit. I don't know if this will be enough staminas, man. I don't think this is gonna be enough staminas. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my clicks are on point at least. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is not great, to say the least. I mean, I could recover. We got the recovery. So my mage DPS is good. I don't think I need to get that up, but it's becoming very, very apparent to me that I do not have enough melee DPS, and I certainly don't have enough staminas. But, you know, we're just gonna kind of ride this out and see how far we get anyway. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I definitely, despite having, warmed up and gotten 2 perfect runs on my main, I very clearly was not ready for this, but I don't have enough DPS anyway, to be honest, like enough melee DPS, so I'm thinking I'm going to get myself 70 attack, 70 strength, and also piety. I think that's the move. Well, back to the training gulag I go. A little while later, and we are now 70 strength. It is now time to get 70 attack. Again, it's been quite some time, but we are finally 70 attack, and we are done training. At least done training that. We still have to get our prayer up. So I currently need to make myself another 4.5 mil. I did get an easy clue from training, so just for the hell of it, let's just see if I actually get a good reward. All right, easy casket. Okay, yeah, let's just go make money. I mean, really, is anyone surprised that I'm doing keys again? These are like 2 mil an hour. How could I not keep doing these? There we go. All right, no more money making, dude. I am just not really a fan of this method anymore, to be honest. I'm really not. So I'm going to buy myself a whip because we can use it now, and I'm going to buy myself a fury. Okay, a few more quests to get done. We're going to kind of blow through these, starting with rune mysteries. That is Jungle Potion. That is Shiloh Village. That's Murder Mystery. That's Black Knight's Fortress. We'll be taking this shortcut through here, but it paid off. Nobody here. Hey, so just now realized now as I got my Rune Defender drop that I never showed me completing one small favor, but I did. So there's that. I'm also getting 70 defense and a Dragon Defender. No way. No way. Let's go, dude. We're done. We're done. Hell yeah. We got that nearly before getting 64 defense. Quick little 4 mil bone purchase. I'm going to be taking all these to the Chaos Altar, and I'm not going to be taking that many at a time just in case I do get PK'd. Oh, no. I was not fast enough, dude. No. Oh, it might be over. Well, I mean, I got 67 prayer. I decided to bring the rest of my bones with me. No one was attacking me, dude, for so long. This is so tragic. Maybe I can still get away. No, dude, no. Please, please. It's over. 343 dragon bones. Damn it, dude. I gotta make another mill back, dude. Damn. That's not that bad, I guess. I bet you'll never guess what money-making method I did. Okay, this time we don't die. Well, that is unlucky. We need a few more bones. We are very close to 70 prayer. There we go, man. 70 prayer. So I have a little bit of GP left over, and I'm going to use it to buy myself a Sears ring. And I can actually imbue this thing in a very short amount of time. This is my first time ever actually coming to these worlds, but these are the PvP arena worlds. And basically, you just have to do PvP arena fights and like the official ranked thing, and you win and get points. Even if you lose, I think you get points. And you can use those points on imbue scrolls and basically nothing else, because all of the freaking things actually failed, all the rewards. It appears this guy doesn't even want to fight. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say everyone in these worlds are just boosting for imbue scrolls, because there's like nobody in them ever, and you can't get money from this. And you basically can only get imbue scrolls, so I'm guessing that's what everyone's doing. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like this update whatsoever, and I'd be okay if they removed it, but it actually is pretty nice for the purpose of this speedrun, since I don't actually lose any in-game time, or I should say main game time, by doing this. All right, I think that's enough. 25 points. All right, now we get out of here, and we should be able to imbue this Sears ring. Beautiful, and that cost us no in-game time. So now it's time to train our defense to 69. Well, I accidentally just AFK'd a little too hard, but that is 69 defense. I am very close to 70, but I gotta get this quest done. This is scary every time I do it, I'm not gonna lie. And that is King's Ransom done, which almost brings me to 70 defense. There we go. And that is Piety unlocked. That is 70 defense. So now I'm gonna go right to raids, and thankfully there was a nice little update today. So you no longer need favor to travel. Oh, I need money. Okay, well, you no longer need favor to travel everywhere, which is super nice. The minecart system is just unlocked. You don't need favor for anything, actually. It's been entirely removed. Plus, a nice new, pretty quick teleport to raids. You teleport to the Wintertod camp, then you run on over here, where they've added a new minecart system, which this is just incredible here. And then I go to Mount Quada, and we are at Chambers. Surely now we can get this raid done, right? I'm dead. Oh my god. You know what? I need probably 6 staminas, dude. I don't actually think I mentioned this before, but Olm's got 3 phases that you have to do before you go to the head phase, and that is the first phase down. Now, that was a bit of a rough run. I won't lie to you. But for some reason, I'm like really nervous right now, because I basically went from not knowing 4 to 0 to getting it pretty consistently on my main. Like, oh, I already messed up. But yeah, I basically went from not knowing 4 to 0 to getting it consistently on my main. And now it's basically just like figuring out a good setup to getting into it. So I nearly got it down 2 phases. I mean, it's very obvious I'm about to die, but I could definitely do 3 phases, although I'm not necessarily confident that I will have enough supplies for the actual final head phase. I think if I want to confidently do this, I need to get myself 75 attack and a BGS, and then I have it in the bag. Well, we knocked out the other hand. And then he knocked out me, rest in peace. Well, we're 3 days and 15 hours in, and it's technically possible at this point, but I want to be able to get this down consistently, and the thing that's going to be able to do that for me is a BGS, so I have to make 30 mil and get some more levels. So the next video will be the finale, and mark my words, I will complete this raid.